Now they're pushing Biden on us, and it's kind of offensive. It's kind of offensive for them to tell us, to gaslight us to the degree where we're not seeing what we're seeing. Newsbusters, one of my favorite websites, because they keep track of the dishonest press. Newsbusters put together what I think is one of their masterpiece montages. I may play a couple of cuts from this because it's just so good. It's how the press has covered Biden to cover up for what he is. So no matter what Biden says, no matter what he does, no matter how foolish, no matter how stupid he looks, the press covers it up. So it's intercut, what Biden says, and then the way it's covered. I'll play the first one. This is cut 2.
The first mainstream African American who is articulate and bright and clean and a nice-looking guy. I mean, that's a storybook, man.
Yeah. There's a part of Biden that feels more Reagan-esque that way. You're like, it's Grandpa, it's Uncle Joe.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Those "oh, that Joe" moments are part of his political charm.
I'm beginning to see why your wife left you.
So much of what is appealing about him to a lot of voters is the fact that he's authentic.
I got hairy legs.
The fact that he doesn't always seem scripted.
The kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down.
Your AR-14s are what?
Okay, this is not okay. Hold on. All right. Hey, let's
don't tell me anything, pal. I want to go outside.
There's a lot of guys.
Biden yesterday showed the other side of his humanity, and that is he's a fighter.
You're full.
All right, thank you. Shush.
And some people see that as charming, a candidate who's willing to air it out face to face with a guy.
This is going to be a net plus for Joe Biden.
Can't do anything wrong. He's in a voter's face, putting his face and saying you're full of ass. It's like, it's fine. It's going to be a net plus for Joe Biden. This is, it's deeply offensive. It is deeply offensive. It doesn't bother me when MSNBC does it. I always tell them this at Newsbusters. You don't even have to cover MSNBC. They're openly partisan. It's like saying Sean Hannity is a conservative. Sean Hannity is a conservative. The left is the left. MSNBC is the left. But this is the networks. This is CNN. This is people who pretend that they are reporters. And it's deeply offensive to be told that we don't see what we see. We don't hear what we hear. It is really an attempt. It's almost an attempt to drive us so nuts where we start to just kind of shrug our shoulders and say, well, maybe it's me. Maybe I'm not seeing it. I got to play another cut because one of my favorite things is covering up for the way he treats little girls. I got to say, it makes me uncomfortable. That there was that girl, not just little girls, women too, the hands all over them, the face in their hair. Who does that? I mean, really, I can understand a misstep. You react to somebody, you put your hand somewhere, you may be a little too familiar, but this is all the time. I can't remember the name of that little red-haired girl. Was it Amy? I think, where he sniffs her hair and she's cringing from it. This is in this, and they cover this all up. This is cut 3.
Little hands-on treatment from the vice president.
Everybody knows he's a touchy-feely guy, and he's just very friendly. He is. He was reportedly comforting her after she fell on ice.
It's spreading love.
Coon said Maggie was not uncomfortable at all.
Maggie, not Amy, Maggie. I mean, the look on that poor child's face as this old man sticks his face into her hair. Again, if it were, these are the referees. The press should be the referees. The press should act like the referees. They should be a meta profession, a profession that is above the fray, that is just looking at the fray. Sure, there's going to be some bias. People are going to come from the point of view they come from. But these guys are purposely hired to reinforce one another's opinions. They're purposely put together to reinforce one another's opinions and protect them from hearing contrary opinions. And they do that because leftism serves big corporations. Big corporations used to be conservative because they dealt with materials. Now they deal with information. They're not responsible to reality anymore. They're only responsible to what they can sell. And leftism helps them by suppressing competition. It's that simple.